Tanya Green. I have Belle Seasonings, Rubs, Mixes. So what we do is we make cooking easy for people who don't think that they can cook or they know how to cook. They like to cook, but they don't think they're good at it. From American to international cuisines, we provide like all the tastes, all the flavors, all the mixes. All you have to do is put it together with 2 to 3 ingredients that you probably already have in your kitchen. You know, things like butter or eggs. All you have to do is mix it up and there it is. We say deliciousness is easy with the right seasoning. Julia Bell was my mom, so this is her legacy. She passed away in 2015, and so while cleaning out her house, I found just some old recipes and cookbooks that she had, and a lot of the recipes were written, by her, and some of them were even my grandmother's. So that's really what started it. So I just decided one night, flipping through some of the stuff that I had, that, hey, what if I packaged these items and see what would happen? So I did. I took them to a farmer's market and they just sold. As a matter of fact, people just bought them so much until I thought, wow, okay, this is interesting. So I didn't have a business plan per se. I started my business kind of backward, if you will. I had a product before I had like all the component pieces. So mortar has really helped me back up and sort of put some of those pieces in play, to think about customers, to think about marketing and fonts and plans and advertising and all those things that I thought nothing about on the front end. So now I'm having to back up and pay attention to all the pieces, components, parts of putting a business together. So that's what they're helping me do. We started with 3 items and now we have 25 items in the brand. Our products are retailed. We have several wholesale accounts, but we are on the internet. We do social media, events, a lot of farmers markets in and around Northeast Ohio. That's how we started. That's how the brand got out there. My first market with those 3 items was just a farmers market in downtown Akron, actually in Lock 3. That's really what has allowed us to grow the line, because we can talk to people. People tell us what they like. People tell us, what they're interested in. And that's how it starts. Someone asks me for it and, the research begins. When people are really young, they don't think about cooking, or when they reach past a certain age, they're like, I don't cook anymore. But you got to get them like right in that middle group when people really think of the importance of feeding their families. And so we cater to home cooks, people who want to cook at home, but they want that great taste that they can get out. So we make it easy for you to do that. The talent on my team is my family. I have 5 sisters and 3 of them are very heavily involved and do a lot of the planning and the mixing for me. I couldn't do this business really without them. They were really inspired to really get on board with this project. But I admit I'm kind of like the person that drives the thought process. About a year ago, I had an idea to do some rice mixes, and I talked to my sisters, and my sister said, well, how is that gonna work? And I had no idea how that was gonna work, but it wouldn't leave me alone. And so it can take sometimes 6 months to a year before something like comes to fruition. The hard part is knowing when the recipe is done, because I can think of a recipe a million different ways. I can say, okay, do I want to stop here, or do I want to add a little bit more, or do I want to change this? And a little part of it just comes together at a time, and it's like, that sounds good. Maybe it'll be this way. Julia Bell started off as Southern cooking because that was what my mother did. And we decided to branch into some international tastes and flavors. So if you've ever wondered what food tastes like from various different continents, this is your opportunity to try it. We also have recipes on the back of many of our offerings, so we make it as simple as possible. However you want to use it, it's your seasoning, you can try it. There's no wrong answer. We believe in food fusion, like you can take African seasonings and use them in Mexican dishes, or you can use Mexican seasonings in European dishes. It doesn't matter. This is your kitchen, you become the cook, we just help you out. We give you all the tools.